Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to.
Now, I need you to tell us about the idea and concept of Nollywood Travel Film Festival.
Okay, so in 2016, I worked with the Canadian Embassy to facilitate a delegation to Canada for people from Nollywood. And so Nigeria, Lagos was the city of focus, and then the Toronto International Film Festival had 8 Nigerian films screened in Toronto. So I was in that delegation. Also as a facilitator for the Canadian Embassy. And so I saw the need for more people to see Nigerian content in places where Nigerian content were not usually very popular. And so I thought about it, and then in 2017, with the support of the Canadian Embassy, we launched the first edition of the Nollywood Travel Film Festival in Toronto, on the sidelines of the Toronto International Film Festival. And so we went on in 2018 to launch it in Atlanta. We launched it in Hamburg, and then we launched it in Glasgow. And so, I realized that there was a hunger from people in diaspora to consume Nollywood films. And beyond the fact that we wanted to show Nollywood films that were not the conventional films they saw on African Magic, or they saw on the Roku, or they saw on YouTube, we wanted to showcase a brand of Nollywood that could compete globally in terms of technical quality, in terms of the story direction, in terms of the total presentation and value of how we present Nigeria in Nollywood. So that was our focus. And so we went on in 2019. We're done Berlin at the Berlin International Film Festival, where I also launched my magazine, Everything Nollywood. And then we've done several other places, including Toronto again, and we've done Glasgow. We moved on, and then in 2020, before the COVID, we've gone back to Berlin. We've done Oslo in Norway, and then the last event we did before the COVID was in Glasgow in February, and the COVID shut us out. I created a new strategy, because I felt that the essence of Nollywood was to present Nigeria the way Hollywood would present America. I wanted people to see Nigeria in a different, from a different point of view, to see the beauty of Nigeria, to see the beauty of our culture, and to see that we had beautiful stories to tell, stories that could be globalized. And then, in crystallizing my whole concept, I decided to collaborate with the diplomatic missions. And so that was when I started collaborating with Nigerian embassies abroad. And so I found out that collaborating with Nigerian embassies abroad made it easy, because they had a wider reach to audiences that I could not reach. They knew that people in the diplomatic community in those countries. They also had a proper database of Nigerians living in those regions. And so that was a new strategy we created when we partnered with the Nigerian embassy in Greece in 2022. So in 2022, we're done Greece, and then we did Athens in Greece, and we did Dublin. Dublin was also in partnership with the Nigerian embassy in Ireland. And so this year we decided to pull more strings and create more aesthetics for the festival. And so this year we went back to Greece. We had a bigger collaboration. We had a collaboration with the Greek Film Commission, which was the body that ran the film industry in Greece. We also had a collaboration with the Greek Film Museum, which was the museum for Greek film archives, and then storage of Greek film antiques. So we had brilliant selection of films from Nigeria. I went a step further. I spent a lot of money. I got one of the biggest bands from Nigeria to perform Vintage, which was also an advantage to us, because it created more buzz for the festival. We had actors, we had producers, we had directors. We screened a lot of Nigerian films, and eventually, you know, as I speak to you right now, a lot of Nigerian embassies are calling us to host the event in different countries. A lot of embassies, like the Italian embassy, you know, wrote to me and said they want us to take the event to Italy. We'll take the next edition of the event we'll hold in Netherlands. We're in conversation with the Nigerian embassy in the Netherlands. We're also in conversation with the Italian people to take it to Italy. We're in conversation with the Canadian embassy in Nigeria to take it back to Canada, which was the place we started our event. And also we are in conversation with the Nigerian embassy in Atlanta to host the event this year in the US. So this year is going to be a very busy year for the festival. Luckily, we're bringing on board advisory board members who are very influential in the sector. You know, people like Richard Mofedamijo, Bolanle Austin Peters, Kole Afolaya, Agatha Amato. We're bringing people on board who would also help, you know, expand the influence that we're trying to create through the festival and then reach our goals. Like I said, our major goal is to take Nollywood to places that people usually do not have access to films that we want them to see about Nigeria beyond what they see on YouTube. We're also taking the culture. It doesn't mean that we're, you know, from inception, I try to interweave, you know, all the sectors of Nollywood. So when you attend my festival, you see people from the new Nollywood, like it is called, attend my festival. You see people from Asaba. That is, you know, Asaba is actually the biggest film hub on the continent. You see, but you know, but people kind of, you know, tend to relate with the kind of mass quality films or mass production in terms of quality of films that they make as low quality films, you know. But I also try to connect with the people in Asaba and ensure that they attend my festival. One of the reasons is so they can see, you know, what the film industry in other places look like. I get the people from Kannywood, you know, the northern film industry to attend my festival. So on all areas, you find that nobody is left out in terms of the people in the industry, and it's open to everyone. We don't select the people that we take to the festival. Once you want to attend, and then you are able to meet up with the criteria that it demands for you to attend the festival, you will be at the festival, and that's what we've been doing over the years.